Good morning. Hiya. Sorry, realising that I'm not speaking then. Concentrating. I was concentrating. Good morning, guys. Hello. How are you? Oh my goodness, I've got to move the ironing board. I can't leave it like that. Sorry, I just couldn't leave the ironing board in the corner of my eye, could I? It would have driven me crazy. How are you? Good morning, guys. Hello. Is anyone on Facebook? It looks like I can't see a Facebook. Come on, anyone on Facebook this morning? Good morning. Yay, I made it. Brilliant. I feel the same, Kirsty, to be honest. Yay, I made it as well. It was a bit, literally didn't start setting up till about 5 to, so last minute as always. It's because I always think that I dropped Mason off and I normally get back from preschool about 9:30. And then I always think that I've got like 20 minutes to get stuff done. And then I always run over, so I always end up being last minute. Watching from holiday in Wales. Wow, very nice. I hope it's nice weather for you. Good morning. Lovely to see you all. I hope you're all okay. I'm going to get started because it's a super quick one today. I say that all the time, don't I? It's a super quick one. I'm just going to angle you. There we go. Right then. Totally random one today. I can't get all my cameras in the right place today. I need that. Right, so this is where you get to understand what it's like if you had to live with me. So I was away at the weekend with some friends, got back, and my husband had had a little trip to IKEA because he loves IKEA and comes back with random stuff. However, he did come back with something really great. Good morning, Katie. So just saying that husband went to the IKEA at the weekend, bought back this thing by our front door. We always have gazillions of shoes and thought it'd be handy to put Mason's shoes on because they're always muddy and things. But when he brought it in, so it's just like a, what's the word? Grid? No. What is it? Can't think of the word. Bit like a trellisy thing. What's the word for it? I can't remember. Anyway, brought back this wire rack, on a little bit of a stand that I think collapses. And he had the shoes on, and it was so funny because when he showed me, I was like, oh my goodness, that's ace. And he thought I was talking about, obviously, that he'd done it, which was pretty cool. But I was just, when I saw it, my eyes just lit up because of all the amazing play potential in this. So this is one of those random items, rack, thank you, well done, couldn't think of the word. One of those random items you may or may not have in your house, you may now want to go to IKEA and get, because brilliant. Anything with this sort of thing on the front is brilliant, and I love that it's got a little stand. So I'm going to use it for doing some scissor skills practice today, but of course you could do all sorts of weaving through it, you could do some threading, you could just use it for all sorts of role play even. You could just use it for so many different things that I think it'd be a really lovely thing. So I don't know what department it was in. I have no idea. But it is really cool. Someone is great for cutting slime. That is a really good one that you could actually put slime on top. I've not tried that yet. I'm not going to do slime. I'm going to do something else, but I might try it with slime as well. Might try it with slime later for Mace. So yeah, so all I've got is the wire rack, and it just so happens, it was all black, so it might be tricky for you to see. Just so happens to fit inside the garland tray. Literally just fits in. This is the garland tray from Amazon. Not quite as big as a Tough Spot. So don't worry if you've tuned in and thinking it's not just for Tuesday. What's she doing today? It's just going to be a nice little messy sensory activity today to get our little ones excited and wanting to play. And yeah, so it's really easy. So all I've done is I've sat the wire rack inside the tray because it sits perfectly. I was looking around if there were any other alternatives. I also have this from IKEA. Today is not sponsored by IKEA, funnily enough. That would be nice, wouldn't it? If IKEA were paying me or giving me free stuff, that would be really nice. It's not. This is just like a cooling rack. You might have something like this that might work easily, and you could always rest it on the sides of the Tough Spot as well. So if you haven't got one, don't feel like you need to go to IKEA today. You might have some sort of drying rack or something like that, or maybe a nice clean one from the grill, maybe something like that you could use. So all I've done is I've just sat inside the tray. I'm just going to move it forward out the way. I hope you can see. I might just angle you, Facebook, so you can see a bit better. with a really technical orange that I'm using to angle my camera. Honestly, it's just like being on Blue Future, isn't it? Always a professional. So all I'm going to do for this is, because it's Ones and Twos Wednesday, at this point, perhaps a little bit young for a 1-year-old, but if a little bit older, getting towards the 2s, 3s, that sort of age, they may be taking an interest in scissors, and scissors are a really great one for you to practice with young children. However, at this stage, particularly when they first start using scissors, they can be really tricky. So they can sometimes get a bit frustrated with them if they're not working for them, because it's the actual opening and closing of them, which can be really hard, especially the opening. So I do have, these are just like soft, those toddler scissors, like paper scissors. Sometimes get them with Play-Doh, those sorts of things. I think they're even from a cracker. They look blunt as anything, don't they? But would still work for this activity. I also have some of the jazzy ones that you get where it cuts like a jazzy paz, and they would work. Very sharp blades though. I would only give those to an older child. Oh my goodness, my 2.5-year-old is obsessed with scissors at the moment. I bet you've got to watch out for the dog. I always used to have to watch Archie's tail. I was always nervous that'd go one day. Oops, daisy. Sorry, I'm just all out of line today. Right, I've broken the stand. So I wanted to show you these before we start. So these are easy grip scissors. Can you see them? So the reason why I really like these, you can get them on Amazon, they're a couple of pounds, but brilliant investment for anyone with young children. And the reason why they're fantastic, they're used in lots of schools and earlier settings now, is because they have this plastic hoop on the back. Make sure they don't cut them. Little ones always want to cut those and then they're ruined. And it's great because it just bounces them back open, because when using scissors, it's the opening bit that's really hard. They can close them, but they're really hard to open. So these are great because they bounce open because of that loop, but also it means that they're not quite at the point of using the pincer grip or the tripod grip. They are actually able to squeeze them between their fists. So they are brilliant for that. However, I do come with a serious warning. These are metal blades and they will cut more than paper. They will cut hair, they will cut skin, they cut quite a lot. So they're quite sharp. It's a real shame if someone's in like the inventing, creating business, if someone could create those sorts of safety scissors with that on the end, that would be absolutely perfect. We want sort of merge of the two, don't we? Because they are absolutely brilliant, and all children, I highly recommend all children start practicing and learning how to use scissors with ones with these, with that loop on the back. So they're called Easy Grip, and you can get them on Amazon, eBay, I'm sure eBay. You can get all sorts, and you'll see them in schools as well. They are great. They're really good. No, the tripod is really tricky. They get frustrated, they get fed up, and they don't want to do it. So if you can get these, they are very good, and it just means that they can squeeze it and they're actually cut in. So a young child at the stage of first starting to use scissors, they're at that snipping stage. So they're going to snip and then probably rip it. So rather than cutting cards with dotted lines and things and shapes for them to cut out, that's very advanced for a young child. Lots of snipping around the edges, lots of snipping, making little haircuts and things like that are perfect for young children. Using scissors with Play-Doh is a really lovely one. Someone suggested before, Rachel has said, about cutting slime. Slime is another really nice one. And this morning, because I was just in the mood of getting messy and wanted to really go to town with my wire rack, I have cooked some noodles. Now you could do noodles, soft noodles, or spaghetti works great. Just whatever you've got in the cupboard, see what you've got in that pantry. I had noodles, so I've got these. I've tried 2 different types and they all seem to be pretty good. They literally cook in like 4 minutes. You don't need loads of prep for this activity. It looks like it, but you don't. Quickly boil it, 4 minutes, and then they cool down so quick. I just run it onto cold water. You can always add a tiny drop of oil so they don't stick. Depends if you're going to do the activity straight away or later in the day. Now, the reason why I've chosen to do this today, while I've got this random wire rack on the tray, I hope you can see it with it being so dark, is that the best thing about it is that you can hang it. Am I mad? I bet you're all thinking, she's an idiot. She is an idiot, and the idea is that you can hang it. So I'm going to hang it over. That's why I was so excited about the wire rack. My husband's used to it now, like when he brings home things, and does anyone else look at a wire rack and suddenly think, oh my goodness, all the play activities we can do with that. So I've just got loads of things to save a bit if you wanted to. And then the best bit is, because your little one's got the scissors, can you see them hanging down underneath? It just says, come and cut. So you can slice and you can have a little go, they can have a little chop, can't they? They could love it. What are we making? Someone's just asking what we're making. We are doing some cutting practice with scissors. This is for cooked spaghetti or cup noodles, works really well. I've got it on a wire rack, or you might have a drying rack or something sat in a tray. Because let's face it guys, this is going to get messy, isn't it? We know that is. So the rack is from IKEA. I'm laughing because this isn't what I bought it for. It's actually, my husband bought it for our shoes. But I saw it and thought, oh my goodness, I have to hang spaghetti from that. So the wire is from IKEA. The tray is a garland tray from Amazon. If you go on my website, there are links to all the things that I use on Amazon. So you can literally hang it on like that, and then your little one can come along and do loads of snipping, and they will just absolutely love it and not realise that they're doing all that practice. So yeah, look, these are ones that are meant to just cut paper, and they cut it absolutely fine. So yeah, that's it. Oh, it's all sticky already. I think I might have to put a tiny bit of spray mine with a little bit of oil. Claire's making homemade hair extensions. I don't think they'd smell very nice. Right then, I have a cooking rack like that. Yeah, perfect. Cooking rack works really well. Look, I was using that one. That's also an IKEA one. You could have that too. It's then working out how you could hang it. I was thinking between two of the children's chairs maybe, that you'll have to work out a way of being able to like lift it up, because it's being able to lift it up so you've got all the bits hanging underneath. I have also in the past used, you know, like a drying rack, the like collapsible drying racks. You can always hang it over there if you're wanting the height effect. They work really well. I did those before when I didn't have one. All right, so that's it today for scissor skills. You'll have to let me know if you are a little bit silly like me and have got a wire rack out and all the cook some spaghetti or cook some noodles, something like that. Like you said, it would be lovely to drop some slime and watch the slime gloop down, and they could always cut it and explore it, couldn't they? All sorts of stuff you could do. Yeah, so that's it today, guys. Scissor skills is a really great one to practice. I do have another video on scissor skills saved on YouTube. If you want to go back and learn more about supporting your little one to use scissors, go subscribe to my playHOORAY TV channel on YouTube, and it is on there, and there's lots of scissor skills. All right? Thank you very much, guys. Please, before you go, could you do a quick like so it just gets shared so that more families might be able to see it and hopefully cook some spaghetti and make a mess like me today. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm going to be around later. I'm trying to get lots and lots of like admin-y, emailsy, boring stuff done today. It's just one of those days, isn't it? But lots of exciting stuff coming up. So I will see you soon. Oh, and don't forget, on Friday we've got the Play Prompts Plus coming in store. Very exciting. Thanks, guys. Bye.